Hello everyone. Do you see anything common among these images? You guessed it right. Yes, it is fog. And that's the topic for today in the English class. So welcome to the English class. And today we are going to read and try to understand the poem Fog by Carl Sandburg. What are the thoughts that come to your mind when you think of fog? Cold, clammy, poor visibility, accidents. Keep thinking. Okay, so let's read the poem first. The fog comes on little cat feet. It sits looking over harbor and city on silent haunches and then moves on. The poet describes the way fog appears from nowhere, sneaking in silently like a cat. The poet personifies fog and gives it the attributes of a cat. Cats are known to move stealthily and silently. Cats appear to be moving in a most mysterious way. The poet says that fog sits leisurely as if it were a cat sitting on its haunches and watching over the harbor and city. Here, the fog seems to be impartial to land or sea, as it looms over both of them. Here is a cat sitting on its haunches. The poet compares the fog to a cat sitting leisurely on its haunches. Cats have the habit of finding a place which gives them an overview of a landscape or territory. They can sit for hours in this elevated state, taking in all that happens almost inscrutably. Fog, likewise, moves in at a slow pace and then stops, covering a landscape or seascape and bringing silence and mystery. You cannot see through or into it, much like trying to understand a cat. Can you ever understand a cat? Can you ever know fog? A cat decides to stay as long as it wants and then moves on when it wishes to. A cat is an independent animal. It doesn't follow rules. It slips and slides in and out of our lives as it pleases, just like fog, which knows no boundaries. Figuratively, fog can denote lack of clarity of thought, just as fog can reduce visibility on road ahead. Fogging of the mind can lead to confusion. The poet uses an extended metaphor of a cat to describe fog. By doing this, the poet is introducing the idea that the fog is alive and is an entity. Fog is a short poem, 6 lines long, split into 2 stanzas. It is a free verse poem having no regular rhyme or set meter. Finally, let me introduce the poet of the small but profound poem. This poem is penned by Carl Sandburg. Carl Sandburg was an eminent American poet, biographer, journalist, and editor. He won 3 Pulitzer Prizes, 2 for his poetry and 1 for his biography of Abraham Lincoln. That's all in the English class today. Now you may proceed with your class task. All the very best.